Somewhere right now, a brand new dropshipper is on day 6 of designing a logo for a store that has never made a sale. The color palette is saved, the fonts are shortlisted, and the store name has been revised uncountable times. And the store itself, it's still not live yet. And look, I get it. Branding feels like building a business, and every store building guide on YouTube starts there. But on Google, your first customer will never arrive the way you imagine. And once you see how they actually arrive, and you'll never spend week 1 on a logo again. In case you're new here, I'm Toval. I run a 6-figure Google dropshipping store, and in all that time, my logo has never sold a single product. The store sells, the logo just sits there. So I'm not guessing at this, I'm telling you what actually earns the money. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly where those branding hours should go instead. And here is the strange part. There is one page on your store that most of your visitors will never see. And which page it is changes how you build everything. I will show you that exact page shortly. So stick around for it. Let's dive in. Let me describe the trap first, since it catches nearly everybody. You decide to start a store, and the first jobs you reach for are the creative ones. The perfect name, the logo, the color scheme, the homepage banner, the little brand story about why you started. Each one takes days, and each one feels wonderful, since you end every session with something new to look at. But none of it moves a stranger one closer to paying. A logo has never answered the question a buyer is actually asking, which is this store safe to buy from? Your color palette doesn't ship products, and your brand story doesn't show up in a Google search. Don't get it wrong, branding isn't fake work. Real brands are worth real money. It's just something that can be done later, and you are at the start. Doing it first is decorating a shop that has no stock, no till, no customers. To see why it can wait, you need to watch how a real customer actually reaches your store. A Google customer starts with a problem, not with you. They need something, so they typed into Google. Google shows them a row of products, each one with a photo, a title, and a price. Your store is one of the cards in that row. And at this point, they haven't seen your name, your logo, or a single color you chose. They are comparing photos and prices, nothing else. Then they click and they launch deep inside your store, directly on the product page they searched for. And right there, on that one page, they decide everything. Does the photo look like what I need? Does the title match what I searched? Is the price fair? Does this page feel like a real business is behind it? Notice what never got a vote, the brand. They met your product before they met anything else about you. And most of the time, the product page is all they will ever look at. So here is the line that should organize your first month. Buyers meet your product, not your brand. And that changes exactly where your effort should go. Here is where those branding hours should go. They should go into product titles, written the way people actually search, with the product, the size, the material, and the use pain in plain words. They go into clear photos of your product, since photo is doing the comparing in that Google row. They go into product page that answers the buyer's questions about delivery details without making them hunt. And they go into the quiet trust signals, amongst other things, that there is a visible way to contact you, well-written policy pages, and honest pricing with no fake promotions. Those trust signals are also the exact things Google checks before it lets your store sell in the first place, which is why I built my own checker for them. It's called passgmc.com. You drop your store URL, it checks your store against the same trust signals Google checks, and it hands you the list of what to fix. The link is in the description below, and the scan is free. Get that list clean, and you have done more for your first sale than any logo ever will. Which brings us back to the page I promised you, the one most of your visitors will never see. Surprisingly, it's your home page. The page with the banner you agonized over, the brand story, the carefully arranged collections. Search customers skip straight past it. They arrive deep inside the store, straight at the product page, and they buy or leave from there. Most of the time, they never click through to your homepage at all. And that's the whole argument in one picture. Beginners spend their first week decorating the front entrance, while every real customer is coming in through the product page. Branding gets its turn later. It comes when repeat customers exist, when people start searching for your store name, and when there is something real to put a brand on. That stage arrives after the sales, not before them. So remember it this way: buyers meet your product, not your brand. Sell first, brand later. And as always, let AI do the heavy lifting while you do the living. See you in the next one.